really haven't been in here a while, have they? Wonder if they are even capable of coming in here. Now, why didn't he get robo-brained? Is it to test the social interaction between the working class and ultra-wealthy under confined conditions? Working in the conjunction staff of the Cliffs Edge Hotel, working in conjunction with Cliffs Hills Hotel in this fall, self-functions a luxury hotel to attract the necessary testing subjects. Upon beginning the test, additional subjects will be admitted from the local population to a second, much inferior wing of the vault. Well, we've made open to the public and such motor working classification. These subjects are be taken through the exclusive areas vault upon entry, but they're after confined to the cramped second wing. Once residents have admitted, the vault is to be sealed and test results can be determined use. Subject ultra elite, not numbered more than 10, shall have their every desire attended to by robot staff to the extent this is possible. They are considered above all legal restrictions when interacting with Group B. Gee, so they do whatever they want to Group B. To read number 3, they said, is there uncomfortable and trapped, food and the rest of the string loaded in, their breach of rules are breach of by test to pay and active our roboted staff members. Audit services to the overseer and TV members, all other security services and maintenance positions that we fill our robot staff to ensure safety and test compliance. Are on some sort of advanced roster. He and his wife have been convinced the other Group A that with the international situation becoming tense once again, the best chance to outlaw the war is to have their brains inserted into these robots. And they're doing this voluntarily. It's absolutely insane. I've tried to convince my superiors that this is completely disjunct, but they seem more intrigued by the idea than evolved. Activation notice from Vault-Tec to begin the test, despite the second wing still being incomplete. However, when I attempted to trigger the recruitment portal of Test Group B, the system informed me that I had been locked out. Some from Test today seem to have overridden the system to prevent admittance of the local population from the island. They've been pounding the door for days and nothing I can do. I realized today that I've become the test subject. Instead of testing the social interaction between the locals and this group of rich assholes, it's just me trapped in here with them. They're going to live forever and I have to deal with them for the rest of my life. I can't take it.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off.
Sounds like Ezra wasn't...
Let me actually listen to that again.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
How is the Overseer's key in here?
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something?
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
What do you mean? Juliana's not the same person.
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Please just go.
Over here. Okay, is this Juliana?
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
There's evidence Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
It's like confront Juliana. Juliana.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Alright, I'm gonna Twitch save and actually accuse her, because it said confront.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Give it up. I know your secret, Juliana. Or should I say, Ezra?
Well, Detective, that's quite the claim.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
If I'm going to let you go, I want a cut of what you've stolen.
So it's like that, eh? Fine. I'll grease your palm a bit, detective. Now, am I free to go?
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape. What's it going to be, detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
Let's get you. I'm deadly north. Find anything useful?
I found the killer. It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
He attacked me. But it's over now. Your residents are safe.
There you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Now, didn't I just get a second quest? Oh, never mind. Oh, I guess if you do it wrong, part 2 happens when you have to find the real one. No, I got the real guy. Oh. Yep, completed both part 1 and part 2 right off the bat. Plants. The overseer, sorry, Ben, and there isn't any other. The much inferior section of the vault just flat isn't there. It never got built. Oh well. I suppose that's the end of the utility of being here. I'm curious what the science guy.
Protect and serve.
Is science guy still around? I wonder what he thinks, if anything, about his wife.
What was all that commotion? What was all that commotion?
Oh, you can't even tell him? Alright. Alright, well that's the end of that, I guess. I completed this vault, Vault 118.